Good Wednesday morning, everyone, and welcome to Awakening Wednesdays. I'm Julianna Jaffe, and I just thought I'd start with some beautiful swing chimes, just to touch our hearts, open our vibration a little bit. So, for those of you who are new, and we're all kind of new, Awakening Wednesdays is a program I created, and it's to plant seeds of awakening our hearts. And when this idea came, I had no idea what I was going to be doing, as some of you know if you've been tracking with the videos. And as time is evolving, I'm realizing that it's very much about getting the message out that is like the core of my belief and the core of how I serve and help people. And that is, we all have a voice inside amongst all of the many voices that really tells us our deepest truth, is connected to our deepest heart, and that if we can discern that voice from the others and follow that voice, man, we are home free. We will have such joy and fulfillment and ease in our lives. So that's what I'm here doing. Being able to help just introduce this idea, maybe some ideas that will kind of get you going inside, so heart and mind. And it's a journey. So this is not like, okay, just do this and you have that. It's not the kind of person I am. That's not the belief I have in how we grow. I believe we grow by opening and getting closer and closer to our true heart. So I'm just looking at my notes a little bit. Okay, so to this point, whatever stage of life you are at, we've all been told a lot who we are with the best of intentions and with so much love. We've been told by our parents, by our teachers, by our peers, by the advertisements, all of this, who we are, what we should want. We're always checking ourselves against all of those many voices. How am I doing? Am I bright enough? Am I thin enough? Am I athletic enough? But this one has that and that one has this. And we spend so much of our time comparing. So now what we're trying to do is to introduce a way we can begin to discern what's my truth versus what I've been told. And through the years that I've been doing this work, and for those of you who this is your first time meeting me, for over 40 years now, I've been on my own spiritual journey, but I've also been a psychologist, a psychotherapist, a life coach, a business coach, a spiritual mentor, and I've decided at this point to not title myself other than I'm Julianna, another soul who has gathered so many gifts along the way and been able to, from all the people who went before, all of my teachers, there's just been such a wealth of information. And I want to get that out to more people so you too can find a way to more peace and happiness and just an easier life. And so one of the ways I love to do this is through the years, I feel like I have a basket, and I've been gathering quotes and tidbits of information. And what I thought I'd bring here is the ones that I find myself repeating over and over again because they're so useful. And the one I want to talk about today is one that I was at a workshop probably 30 plus years ago. And I can picture I'd gone out to the restroom, I'm coming in and I'm walking across the room. And the facilitator said this quote, and it stopped me deep in my tracks. I literally just stopped. And the quote was, "Your opinion of me is none of my business. I'm going to say that again. Your opinion of me is none of my business. I swear my brain short-circuited. What? How could your opinion of me not be any of my business? Like, I got to figure out if what you're saying is right or wrong, and I might want to argue against it. I might feel so flattered by it, but it's very important to me. And then I learned some deeper truth, that another's opinion of me or you has nothing to do with me or you. It is all about them and where they sit in their world and the way they're assessing themselves and projecting that onto us. I was like, what? What? I spent my whole life caring about what other people thought of me. And I didn't think it was in like a vain, surfacey kind of way. I always wanted to be a good person. I always wanted to help other people. And so didn't I need to know like what they thought of me? And what I realized this was such an opening to is that it's what I know of my own heart. It's who I know myself to be that matters most. Because when I'm connected to the truth of who I am, then I will bring my best self to other people. And some will be able to receive that, and others might not be. And it's not my job to convince them, because they need to be where they are at that moment. And most importantly, I need to be where I am. So I think this quote is a good shake 'em up quote. I think it's one that it takes a while to sit with. And what it's about is if I can start filtering out everybody's opinions of me, man, what am I left with then? You know, at that point, if I'm no longer invested that Sam thinks I'm obnoxious and I talk too much, and Mary thinks I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread and wishes she was more like me, or go on and on, I'm left with my own experience of me. Wow, now I'm on a new program. I'm on a new journey. And I get to get closer and closer and more connected to what is my truth. What is the voice inside of me that when I hear that voice, I always say, everything kerchunks into place. I know I'm home. And we each have our own way. We know we're in alignment, or we know we've hit home. So that's what our journey together on Awakening Wednesdays is going to be about. Just more tidbits, more things to kind of go, I always like the doggy, huh? You know, when they tilt their heads, and just take us to a deeper sense of wanting to know ourselves and wanting to understand ourselves. So I hope this has been a fun few minutes to share together. If you feel stirred and kind of like, what the hell did she say? Good. And if you want to pursue and be with it a little bit inside, wonderful. If you don't, leave it behind. Whatever is yours will stay with you. Whatever doesn't serve you, let it go. Everything here is an invitation. Nothing is your truth unless you run through your own computer and you check it out. So thank you for your time with me today. I wish you an opening day, a joyful day, and that maybe, just maybe, this is stirring something inside of you. So this video will be available on my feed. It will also be uploaded to YouTube. You can just search Julianna Jaffe 11, or Awakening Heart Coaching, and it'll be there. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Thank you.